Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Dhedhi, and in today's video I'm going to be going over Nusuk, that was formerly known as Eatmarna. This is the app where you get your Umrah and Ziyarah permits, and it allows you to perform Umrah in Masjid al-Haram and also go for Ziyarah in Masjid Nabawi. Now you may not know this, but Nusuk also provides Umrah packages, so you can actually go on their website and get Umrah packages directly from Nusuk, though I don't know the cost comparison if you were to book hotels on your own. But it is definitely worth a look. So for anybody who used to use Eatmarna, you should have already gotten the app switched over to Nusuk on your phone. So when you go looking for where you had Eatmarna, you'll see a new logo. It's like a golden Kaaba basically, and that's Nusuk. And you should already have your login info saved. So if you're in those shoes, you're fine. You don't have to do anything. However, if this is your first time, then you're going to have to register for Nusuk. And that's exactly what I intend to show you guys in this video. And I'm actually going to switch over to my webpage now. Okay, so the website is nusuk.sa, as you can see here. I'll actually have a link to this in the description of the video. So if you don't want to type it, just go ahead and copy and paste it from the description. Now, right when you're on the site, you can see that you can apply for your visa. And you can choose what country. So like, let's go with United States for the sake of example. And you can see you can do the e-visa online, and actually have a link to the video that you'll see in the top right corner where you can learn how to apply for the visa online. Or if you want to do visa on arrival, I also have another link in the top right corner right now that will show you how to apply for visa on arrival. So you can click these, and this will actually take you to the Saudi tourist visa site, and you can get your visa almost instantly, like within like 5 minutes. But moving forward, you don't want to go here if you already have a visa. What you want to do is go to this tab right here that says Umrah and Ziyarah. And you can see there's a bunch of information. So in case this is your first time and you're not sure how to perform Umrah, what to do in Umrah, restrictions and steps and things like that, you can actually go through here. It'll tell you everything. You can see pillars of Umrah. You can see this is for the ihram, so you can go through here and learn how to wear the ihram. I actually have a video. I'm going to pop that in the top right corner as well. There's a lot of videos in the top right corner in this video, but there will be a video in the top right corner that shows you how to wear the ihram. And you can see this is Tawaf and Sa'i, Safa Marwa. And yeah, these are locations of the Miqat. So Dhul Hulayfa, I've actually, every time I go for Umrah, I go from Dhul Hulayfa. This is the Miqat in Madina. It's the farthest one. And by far, you get the most sawab for doing Umrah from this Miqat. There's also Al-Jihfa, Qarn al-Manazil, Yamlamlam, Yalamlam, and Hatirk. And you can see this is for Iraq, this is for Yemen, this is for passing by Najd, this is passing by Asham. There's actually a few other miqats. Masjid Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha, that's the closest one if you want to do multiple umrahs. I can actually make a video on that if you guys would like. Let me know in the comments. But moving forward, just scroll to the very bottom of the website and you'll see where it says download Nusuk app right here. You can download if you have an iPhone, App Store, direct link. If you have an Android, Google Play, and then this, I'm not sure what that is, but you can download from there too. But basically you want to download the app. So we're just going to go ahead and, so you see here's the app, Nusuk, and then in parentheses, Eatmarna previously. Actually on iPhone, I don't even think it says that, it just says Nusuk if I'm not mistaken. But you want to go ahead and download the app. And I'm actually going to switch over to my phone now and show you guys what it's like on the phone. Okay, so you can see here's the app Nusuk right here. And as soon as you open the app, you're going to land on this. So go ahead and choose your language. In this case, I'll go English because Al-Fa'at Al-Arabiya. I'm not good at speaking Arabic. I don't know it too much. So English. Okay, so issuing Umrah permit through the Nusuk app, you can, let's go back. Okay, the app is being a little bit funky, but yeah, you can get the Umrah permit through this app, and you can also get praying in the Noble Roda in Masjid Nabawi, in Madinatul Munawwara. So these are basically the two permits that you need. Everything else you don't really need a permit for. There used to be about a year ago where you would need permits just to even enter Masjid al-Haram, but they've gotten rid of that. It's very easy to go in and out. You just cannot go into the Mataf area unless you're in Ihram. So, okay, so you want to go ahead and do new user here. Now you want to choose citizen or resident. So if you're a Saudi citizen, go ahead and fill out your Iqama, you know what resident city you're on, your date of birth, mobile number, email, and go ahead and start a password. If you need special assistance, go ahead and check that. This is like for wheelchair and things like that. and then you want to accept the terms and conditions. Now, if you're not a Saudi citizen or resident, and perhaps you live in one of the Gulf countries, such as UAE, you can go ahead and put your full name in Arabic, your full name in English, select your ID number or passport, whichever one you have, and date of birth, gender, nationality. So you can see it's Qatar, Kuwait, United Arab Emirates, Oman, and Bahrain. So go ahead and choose which nationality you are, and then enter your phone number, email, password, and then same thing. Special assistance, if you need it, go ahead and check that, and accept the terms and conditions and register. However, for the most part, I'm assuming most of you who are watching this video are going to be visitor like myself. So in this case, the tourist visa that you have, you're going to have a visa number. So go ahead and put your visa number in there. I'm just going to put a random 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 passport number. So if you have a U.S. passport, it's going to be, I think, the second page. You'll see, like, with your picture, the passport number. I'm not sure for British and Canadian passports how it's probably the same thing. Just so get your passport number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Put your date of birth. Let's just go with I'm just going to do today's date, but make it 2000, right? Nationality. So choose where you are from. You can see there's a bunch of nationalities: Iraq, Argentina. It's not necessarily in order, so just go ahead and search. We'll go with United States of America. Country code, so the United States country code is +1. Boom. Put in your phone number. I'm going to put 561 123 4 5 6 7. Okay, so the fake number. Go and put your email, helloworld@gmail.com. And then you want to confirm, put the same thing in, and then put in a password. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then same thing, and confirm your password one more time. Now there's a few more things for us visitors. You can see there's special assistance, which is kind of across the board for all three. So if you need special assistance, go ahead and click that. Same thing with accepting the terms and conditions. Now, there's I read conditions of immunization and visit kingdom. And then there's services for Muslims. So you have to check the services for Muslims. And then if you want to just read the conditions of immunization and visit in the kingdom, you can go ahead and read it. Just click that. It'll take a second. Okay. So you can see definition of vaccinated. I'm not really sure why they even have this. It doesn't even look like it's working. This app is like, I'm not even sure if they fully tested it, to be honest. But basically just go ahead and click that box, because they removed the vaccine, like the mandatory vaccine requirement months ago. So you actually don't even need to have the vaccine. They don't have anything like any mandatory system in place to check if you have a positive or negative COVID test. So you don't even need to have a positive or negative COVID-19 test. It's pretty easy now. But for the most part, that's how it is. I'm going to show you the logged in version. 8237, verify. You got to do this within 2 minutes. Okay, so here we are. You can see this is what it looks like when you're logged in. You have home, you have permits, you have other services. So let's just start off with home. So if you want to get an Umrah permit, all you have to do is, you see where it says in the second section, Holy Mosque Services, Umrah, click Umrah. Main user, for some reason on my app, like my name is just whited out, but it might not be the case with yours, but just click the main user checkbox and hit continue. And all you got to do, honestly, is just choose a date. You can only do 2 weeks out. So as you can see, from the 13th to the 24th. So not even really 2 weeks, like 11 days out. Green means less crowd, yellow means moderate, and red means heavy. So Fridays are usually always heavy. So just go and choose. Let's choose for tomorrow. You can see, like, okay, from midnight to 2 a.m. it's moderate crowd. Around Fajr time, you can see it's pretty empty. And then you can see later on in the day, around Asr, Maghrib, Isha time, it's pretty heavy, because during the daytime it's really hot. Actually, the weather is pretty nice out there, but still there's just less crowd. So just choose a time. I'm choosing 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. And obligation to see the instructions, go ahead and hit check, and then hit continue. And you should have your permit. And you can see, boom. And the way you can tell is the flashing green at the top around the QR code. That's how you know it's active. Now, here's the good part. The Saudi police and army who check for these permits, they don't really check nowadays. It's more of a spot check. So they might randomly check one person here and there. So while I can't say that you shouldn't get a permit through Nusuk, I will say that Perhaps if it's like a group and you have like 5, 10 people, if one person has a permit, I think you should be fine. But to be on the safe side, definitely get the permit, because you never know. Like, what if you get spot checked and then you're not going to be able to perform Umrah? So it's just always better to play it safe, especially for us visitors who are coming from, halfway across the world, for example. We rather not risk it. Rather just play it safe, comply by their requirements, and keep this permit. And if they, in the case that they do spot check, all you gotta do is just open up the screen and just show this. And say you close the screen. So I'm gonna show you how to access this. Back to Nusuk here. And give it a second. You see, as soon as you open Nusuk, your permit shows up. So that's all you have to do, is just hit exit once you're done. And once this is done, it goes basically in the second tab down here that says permits. And you'll see where it says past permits. So you can see here, this is an old one that I had. And yeah, this is completed. So one thing I will say is the time. You don't really need to be too cautious. Like, say you get to Masjid al-Haram and by the time you check in to the hotel and stuff, it's like 4:30. So you're basically out of your time frame. Your permit will be expired, but you'll still be fine, for the most part. If you even get spot checked, you can show it to them and just explain that you got a little bit late, and they'll let you go in without a problem. What they really care about is just that you have a permit in the case that you get spot checked. So it should be fine. I'm going to cancel this one because I'm not going to be performing Umrah. I don't want to take somebody's spot, so I'm going to go ahead and cancel that. And you can see now it is canceled. So that's how you do an Umrah permit. Now, for Masjid al-Nabawi Sharif in Madina al-Munawwara, you can pray in the Noble Roda. It's available for both men and women. So I'll just go with men. And it's the same thing. So check the box, main user. Select a day. You can see it's a pretty heavy crowd throughout. So let's go 21st, and I'm gonna do around 2:30 in the morning. And you can say they're only 30-minute intervals. And these are the time frames. So just keep note of this before you make your permit. What I will say about these permits is that you cannot do them daily. I believe it's once every week or once every 2 weeks or perhaps even once a month. So just be very careful in getting this. This is the permit that they really do strictly check to allow you into Masjid Nabi to pray in Noble Roda. So just be a little bit mindful on that. With Umrah, you can make a new permit every single day. So you can literally do Umrah every single day during your stay in Makkah. But for praying in the Noble Roda, it's very limited. So just make sure you plan out very carefully. It would make the most sense to get this permit when you're in Medina and try to get it for the same day so that that you can be there and you don't miss it. So let's choose this obligation to see the instructions, hit continue. And I got my permit right here. This one is yellow, as you can see. I'm going to cancel this because, again, I don't want to take somebody's spot. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel. And I won't be able to make this permit for another month. And that's pretty much it. It's the same process for sisters. So just go ahead and follow those same instructions. For Hajj, you can try to make a reservation, but you can see it's not available yet. It will be, inshallah, soon. And I'll make a video on that, how to register for Hajj in 2023, inshallah. So please do stay tuned for that. But yeah, that's for the most part, that's basically the full tour of the Nusuk app. You have a few things like transportation. So Haramain high-speed railway, you can click that. It'll take you to their site and you can buy tickets to go from Makkah to Medina and vice versa. And then there's also a few other links on here that you can use. I don't really use these, to be honest. For example, you can book Umrah through here and stuff like that. But I just book Umrah on my own. If you want information on that, the video will be in the top right corner. So yeah, that's about the full overview on the Nusuk app. I really hope that this video was helpful and beneficial to you. And if it was, please make sure to like this video. And as always, if you have any questions, anything I can help with, drop a comment. I'll be more than happy to answer. I'm trying to respond as soon as I can. And I've been kind of slow on some responses, but inshallah, I'm trying to get better at it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Jazakallah khair.
سبيل مريح تنهد يا صاحي كي تستريح وغص الدعاء الخفي الصريح يسعى